When you sit down at your computer and type in an address and then see a map pop up with a little red arrow pointing at your destination, what you are looking at is the highest level of perfection in the science of cartography. For 2,600 years, people have been trying to draw an accurate map of the world, and finally, we have it right at our fingertips, right down to the street name. And since we're at this point in human development, this is a good time to go back and look at the origins of this science. Where did it come from? And so in order to do this, we're going to go back to 600 years BC, over here to the Eastern Mediterranean. And we're going to meet men like Anaximander and Ecatacius and Eratosthenes, the Turks and Arabs and Greeks and men who were the first to ask themselves, what does this world look like? What is the shape of the land? And we'll see these men build upon one idea on top of the other. As each 100 years, another genius comes along. And then eventually the Romans, Strabo and Ptolemy, come in, and they really draw an accurate map of the world. And then we will see one of the greatest twists in the whole world of human knowledge. And that is where all of that work, hundreds of years of cartography, is thrown away, and other people come in with a different idea of what the world should look like, and they replace those maps with their own maps. They give the world a twist. And for 1,000 years, these other maps will persist, and then we'll see how later on in the 14th century, people look back and they discover these old maps that the Greeks and Romans drew, and they realize that's what the world looks like. And so they revitalize the maps of Ptolemy, and they go, yes, this is what the world looks like. And then we tumble right in to the age of exploration, where people like Vasco da Gama, Columbus, Verrazano, Magellan will go out sailing around the world and bring back to Europe charts and latitudes and descriptions and distances. And then we find these great cartographers of Europe taking that information and compiling it. People like Mercator, Ortelius, Hondius, Orense Fine, Sebastian Munster, all these great cartographers trying to draw the next greatest, best version of the picture of the world. And we'll take this and follow it right on up until we see that the world, a picture of it as we see it today, and that we have right on our fingertips.